I have 3 top things that I always tell my brides, something that they should know. The first one is that you always want to do a trial updo. So before you get married, you don't want to come in the day of, have your hairstyle, tell them what you want, just because sometimes it might take a little longer than you thought, or maybe you have a picture in mind or a picture you saw in a magazine that you love, but it looks a little different with your hairstyle or your hair color, your hair texture. So you always come in anytime. You can come in 2 months before, you can come in 2 weeks before, try it out. A lot of times brides will use that and then get their bridals done. That way you know exactly what you're expecting on your wedding day. You know exactly how long it's going to take. So that's number 1. The second one is when you're getting your hair cut or colored, you want to do this no longer than 2 weeks before your wedding, because by then you'll start having regrowth again up at the top of your head. And you don't want to do it sooner than 1 week, just in case for some reason something goes wrong. If you don't like the color, then you'll have time to be able to fix it. So within that 2-week range. And then the third one is, this is not the time when you want to do a drastic change. So if you've always been a blonde and you think you want to go Jocelyn's red for your wedding, usually not the best time to do it. Just stick with and find out what you love beforehand. Stick with that. You're going to be your best bet. So yeah, those are the 3 top things for your bride for hair.
And then to prepare them for their makeup, of course, we're always going to recommend a trial. Any of our bridal packages through Amara include an in-studio trial for the bride, so that we're guaranteeing that they're coming in and we're able to work through any possible kinks there may be with what they want in their look, and we can make sure that they know exactly what they're getting on the wedding day. It makes it a lot more relaxing for the brides on their wedding day when they know what to expect, and especially if we do... if they do have the capability to hire us to come to them on site, then the wedding morning is a lot more relaxed for them. They can sit back and enjoy getting their hair and makeup done, knowing what they're going to get, and not have to worry about, what if I don't like it? Are we going to have to change something? Anything like that. So all of our bridal packages, as I said, include a trial. But in preparation for the wedding, for skin, if you have a bride that has somebody who's maybe concerned a little bit about their skin type, if they're oily or if they are acne prone or anything like that, where they have issues with their skin and they want to make sure they look totally flawless for their wedding day, we recommend 2 to 3 months before coming in and getting a consultation with our estheticians, and they can get you on a skincare regimen that's going to prepare your skin ahead of time, so that it gets time to get anything kind of out of the skin, if it's going to be under there, anything that's going to prevent breakouts for their wedding day, so that they're not going to have to worry about their skin. That should be the least of their concerns on the wedding day. They just want to be happy and beautiful and glowing. And then also waxing, face and body, should be done 2 to 3 days before the wedding day. That allows time for the redness to kind of dissipate, as well as if there are any reactions to the service or anything like that. So 2 to 3 days before waxing. And yeah, that's it, I guess, because we want to talk about the trials too. But anyway, so what we want to do is bring out our different brides and show you the looks that we're doing and kind of the trends that are coming forward this year with our weddings and with our brides. So we're going to first have our traditional bride and bridesmaid, not groom, come out.
Not groom.
So
Okay. So this is our beautiful traditional bride. This is Emily. And I did her hair. The way we did it is kind of very Cinderella. This is your very dazzling updo. So I kept, since she has an actual updo with my bridesmaid, I wanted to keep her hair down. So I still have some elegance in her hair, as you can see on like the side. She's got some fun in there. Spin all the way for me, Celeste. But so that she still has a lot of elegance, a lot of dazzle to her, but the focus is on our bride because this is her day, obviously. So we want that. So that's kind of what we did for her hair.
And then for the makeup, a lot of brides come in and they just want to feel really comfortable. They want to feel like themselves on their wedding day. They don't want to do something really crazy and themed necessarily. This is for that bride that just wants to feel like herself, but a little more done up. So this is a very wearable everyday look for both the bride and the bridesmaid, but still just a little bit more glamorous. It's going to come off better in the pictures. They'll look more like themselves in the pictures. And not feel overdone necessarily, but everything's just always really soft and pretty. We're kind of moving away from having a really glossy lip, so you're going to see that a lot this year. I think a lot more lipstick, maybe a little dab of gloss in the center, but not a full glossed over lip. So thanks, ladies.
Thank you. Okay. Next, we have our modern bride and bridesmaid. They would love to come out. This is our lovely bride, Taylor Ann. So with her hair, what we did a very bohemian look. It's very modern. It's very in right now, kind of the Victoria's Secret, just sexy hair. So it's very soft, big, loose curls. She has kind of a loose braid in here. She has a lot of little braids. I don't know if you can see them up from farther away. But it's just this very natural look. A lot of brides are going for this now. They want to look like this, like kind of how they always look, like they just wake up and they look like this, beautiful and refreshed. So she's just very kind of glowy. Her bridesmaid, Courtney, we kept her hair kind of like half up, half down. Usually you'll see I always did, if the bridesmaid's hair is up, then the bride's hair is down, or vice versa, so that you have all the bridesmaids one way, the bride the other, so the contrast is there. So hers just is a lot softer. She still has kind of that bohemian look to it, very subtle. And she's beautiful.
And then for the makeup, a lot of what we're going to see, I mean, who's out there that's really popular right now as far as the makeup? Who's setting the makeup trends? J-Lo, Kim Kardashian, like a Giselle Bündchen, people like that who naturally are really beautiful, and their makeup, obviously, they're wearing a lot of it. They don't actually roll out of bed looking that way, but that's what we want everyone to think, right? So with a look for her eyes, we like to do kind of a soft smoky eye. We don't have a heavy eyeliner at all, just to help accentuate the lash line. You're going to notice too, both of these girls are not wearing false lashes. We've accentuated their natural lash line a lot more because it brings more focus to their actual eye and their eye color. And again, no gloss on the lips for these two. They're just really subtle, kind of bring out their natural tones and colors, but their skin's really beautiful and glowy, kind of beachy, and just really, really soft. And all women want to feel like they can look that beautiful, but also feel like they're not wearing that much makeup, even though they maybe are. So that is our modern bohemian bride and bridesmaid. Thanks, ladies.